Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. and Lady, thank you for tuning in. It's Kinetic Aesthetic time. Your host is Germ. That's me. Let's continue on with our regular program. Fuck. Well, let's just talk. I don't got too much of a big episode for you guys today. This is just I'm having a lot of trouble getting this Chris Rock episode up, and instead of just focusing on that, I'm recording this mainly to see if this is actually gonna fucking go. I'm probably by the time of this recording, that's going to be released everywhere as an audio only episode. I'm just tired of honestly having to deal with the struggles of this shit. So I'm just not gonna do too much on it. I'm gonna leave it as it is. But aside from that, I figured, you know what? I had something I wanted to talk about. It's a good topic. Let's discuss. Now, what I wanted to talk to y'all about today is the Wigger agenda. For those of you who are confused as to what I am referring to, think about that motherfucker you know at work. The motherfucker that is whiter than flour. He is not a guy that came from a rough neighborhood or that just had it tough growing up. Not necessarily, well, everybody has their own struggles growing up. Let me not just try to gatekeep struggling, having a rough childhood, or just not having everything you need support wise. But they not like that, for lack of a better motherfucking term. They just not like that. But for some reason, they're putting everything they say in ebonics. They're adding a little slang or colloquialism to every fucking comment. It's like, goddamn, bruh, you would make me think that you've been around some shit more than I have been. But they just do that. And you just sort of have to, you just sort of look at them because you just know, why are you doing this? What's causing you to do this, bruh? This is not necessary. This is not tolerable behavior out of you. You're making me want to smack your ass. But you can't do that because you are in corporate America, and corporate America don't play that shit. Plus, if you're like me, you're a fucking person of color your goddamn self, and you ain't about to lose your job over no stupid shit. But you still just sort of, if you like me, you just have a hard time because you just be sitting there wondering to yourself, what the fuck? Why do you feel the need to be like this? And it's been wrecking my brain because I don't understand what it is about our black culture and motherfuckers never want to take away the good shit. They never want to celebrate a black man just doing some real boss ass shit. They never want to look at it just that's a black man doing that or anything like that. Not that they necessarily should, because I get it. Why you necessarily that would be a little weird, I guess maybe. But the things they want to take away that they always want to think about and associate us with is always the shit that appeals to only the lowest common denominator. They don't want to take away any. They don't want to focus on the good. They want to focus on the bad. I understand the systemic shit behind that, but I just see it play out, and I see motherfuckers just eagerly jump onto that, and it's just shocking to me. Like, I have so many friends that complain about motherfuckers at their job that just, when they around other motherfuckers, they act normal. When they around them, they add an extra shit what they say. They're trying to add some extra spice onto the way they trying to interact with them. Like, bro, that's not necessary. Again, I think I talked about this in my first original. I didn't talk about this, but if you have been a black person or a person of color in a predominantly white university, you and it's no I'm not necessarily gonna blame these people because I'm gonna get into that in a second. You go through at least one instance where you're around a motherfucker that, oh hey man, I love black people. Oh man, I like black people. I just don't like just they just don't know how to fucking act. They don't know how to not say some shit that's out of pocket. And I used to deal with that. I used to just have that happen. And again, I try to look at it as these is motherfuckers that's grown up in some country ass cities their whole life. These motherfuckers don't even see black people unless they see us on the news. And you know what they seeing us on the news for? Negativity. Shit that we not celebrating. but that's what they see us as. And fuck them. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that take. But at the same time, it's just you never had a chance to not be a piece of shit. You know, for lack of a better way of putting it, you just didn't have a chance because that's the way things are presented to you. So I don't get bothered by it, but then I see motherfuckers, or I hear about motherfuckers like that's under that Wigger spell, and it's just like, bruh, this is not it. Stop celebrating black pain. Like drill music is cool, but at the end of the day, these are young black niggas, young black boys, a lot of times, singing about pain, singing about hurting other motherfuckers because they're in pain, singing about doing drugs because they're in pain, singing about wanting to kill themselves or just feeling depressed because they're in pain. It's just niggas in pain. It's a lot of motherfuckers that walk around with mental illness. It's a lot of black men that have mental illness that goes undiagnosed because they are living in a culture that doesn't support or celebrate motherfuckers actually trying to get help for themselves. Because we unfortunately had a lot of a culture, or at least I feel, let me not speak on my elders, let me not disrespect them. All that prayed away shit, God gonna make it better shit, that shit ain't doing nothing for us. Motherfuckers be needing to go get real help. Now, I am currently not seeing no therapist, so I'm not gonna try to sit here and say nothing like what I'm saying and then try to act like I'm perfect. But it's not instilled in us. That's not sort of something that we brought up to think that that's what you need to do or that's what you should do. As a man, period. In the black community, even more so. So I just wish people would think about that. Think about the fact that the bad boy image is not a good thing because a lot of times the bad boy is not bad just because he's rotten to the core. He's bad because he's got a lot of unresolved shit that he's dealing with and he doesn't know how to express it properly. And I wish that we would just celebrate it when they just get work instead of just liking them when they're just the edgy shit. Edgy shit. We gotta stop liking edgy shit, y'all. It's not edgy to like motherfuckers that are out here doing bad. I mean, it's not cool to be edgy and like motherfuckers that are out here doing bad. None of that shit is cool. Stop being corny. Corny ass motherfuckers. I'm. I really don't have too much else to say about it. This is the third time I'm recording this shit. I've tried to get this. I've got this all out like 3 separate times. I feel like I've repeated myself a lot. Um, it's okay to like what you like. I want to make sure I do make that clear. It's okay. I'm not going to sit here and act like I like nothing but positive, strong role models in my music and my entertainment and my media. We all like some problematic shit. Everybody does. It's okay. It's okay to like problematic shit. It's just okay to recognize, but you have to recognize that it's problematic. You can't. R. Kelly is still one of the greatest R&B singers of all time. He's a pedophile. He's a horrible human. Am I going to look at old motherfuckers differently if they're playing Step in the Name of Love at the cookout? Yes. Yes, I am. But I'm going to step in the name of love because that's still a good ass song. And I'm not, at the end of the day, quality is quality, my niggas. OJ killed 2 motherfuckers. He's still one of the greatest running backs of all time. The world is not perfect. It's never going to be perfect. I have no idea what I was trying to get at by bringing up OJ and R. Kelly. But I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to get at. It's okay to like problematic shit. This has been Kinetic Aesthetic. I'm your host, Germ. Remember to be good people. Live long lives. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do on whatever streaming platform that you're watching me on. It goes a long way in helping me and in making me smile. But other than that, I ain't got shit else for you. This is Germ. This is Kinetic Aesthetic. That's all I really had to say today. Bye.